Slide 31, Lesson 2, Dual Nouns. Duals mean a pair of something. We have looked at singular and plural nouns, that is, things or people denoting one or many. We've looked at the ems and the ots, the masculine and plural nouns. Now we're going to look at a very similar plural type of thing, but it's called a dual. And it doesn't mean one or more, it means two, a pair of something. So this third type of noun ending is called a dual, meaning a pair. A dual looks pretty similar to a masculine plural, which ends in em. But the vowel sound is a little different. It has a im sound to it. So it's not an em, it's an im. It's the same yod and mem, but it's got a different vowel there. For example, yad, hand, becomes yadaim, a pair of hands. If I wanted to say hands, I'd say yadim. Same same letters, but it wouldn't have the sound there. So it wouldn't be yadaim, it would be yadim. Ozin, which means ear, plural, the dual, ozanaim, a pair of ears, ozanaim. Ayin means eye, ayin becomes ayanaim, 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 a pair of eyes. Regal, which means foot, becomes raglaim, raglaim, a pair of feet. Kanaf, which means wing, becomes kanafaim, kanafaim, a pair of wings. Safa, which means lip, but notice it's a feminine noun, it's got the hey at the end. It's going to change the plural ending slightly. You don't have to memorize all this, you just have to be aware of it. Safa time. So safa, which means lip, becomes safa time, lips, a pair of lips. So if we, so this has the same spelling as the masculine plural, but it has an im instead of an em at the end of it. So just a slightly different vowel sound, but the same consonants in the plural. So yeah, so there's just, if it's got a hey at the end, we can have a tav there. So that's just something to be aware of. So that's duals, a pair of something. Slide 32, Lesson 2, Adjectives, or describing words. An adjective is a describing word. It is used to describe or limit a noun. For example, big house. Here the word big is an adjective. It's describing the house, and house is the noun. House is the thing. Strong man. Man is the noun, the thing, and strong is the adjective. He's not a weak man, he's not a red man or a blue man, he's a strong man. And strong men often marry beautiful women. And so the word beautiful is limiting the word woman. This could refer to all women, but this is referring to beautiful women. Of course, beauty is in the eye of the beholder. And Here is another adjective, many people. Many, and people is the noun. Well, it's the same in Hebrew, but in Hebrew the adjective comes after the word. So here we have the word for a man, ish, and he's a good man, ish tov. Tov means good. A good man, ish tov. And in the plural, if we want to say men, anashim, and we want to say good men, we put the word tov at the end, but we put the same plural ending at the end. So it becomes anashim tovim. So we don't do this in English, but we do this in Hebrew. So that means good men. But you could translate it literally as men, goods. But as I said, it's not quite the same in English. Isha tova. Isha means a woman, and tov means good. And it's agreeing in the gender here. So it's not tov, it's tova, a good woman, or a woman good. Literally a woman good, but we say in English a good woman. And the plural is nashim tovot. There are some words that have that are singular feminine nouns, but they have a masculine ending at the end. So this is a good woman. This is a regular plural, so it's got a masculine ending here. But we could use a different example. For example, I could say ruach tova, and that would be a good spirit, and that would be ruchot tovot. Or I could say souls, good souls, and that would be nefesh tova, and that would be, and the plural would be nefeshot tovot. But here we have an example of a irregular plural, which has it's a feminine singular with a masculine-looking plural at the end, and it becomes a plural. Malak Gadol, a king, good, a good king, or great, sorry, not good, great, Gadol, becomes Malachim Gedolim, great kings, Malachim Gedolim. So we can see that the plural agrees with, sorry, not the plural, the adjective, the adjective has the same plural ending as the noun. Ir Gedolah. The ir is a feminine singular, but it doesn't have the hay on it, but it's still a feminine singular noun. Ir, so the word Gedol, which means great, is changed to Gedolah because it's a feminine noun. So it's Ir Gedolah, not Ir Gedol. A great city. And that becomes Gedolot. Irim Gedolot. Again, this is an irregular plural here. Notice that the adjective has the same plural and gender as the noun it is describing. So we have the same gender here, same gender here, same gender here. And we would have the same gender here, but this just happens to be one of those strange exceptions. Same gender here, same gender here. And we would have the same gender here, but there's just an exception. Adjectives also agree in definiteness, which is just a fancy grammatical term for the word the. We put a hey in front of something. We make it definite. Instead of just being a city, it becomes the city. By putting a hey in front, we say the in Hebrew. So ha'ir, the city. And if we want to put an adjective on the end, we put the hey in front of the adjective as well. The city, the great, if you like. The great city. And the plural is the same. If we want to say the cities, ha'arim, then if we want to say great, the great cities, we have to put the hay in front of great as well. Hagadolot, the great cities. So the main thing from this page is just to know, this slide is to know that when we have an adjective at the end of a word, it agrees in the gender, whether it's singular or plural, except for these irregular exceptions. And it also agrees if we put the in front of something. So this is a, and this is the. So if the noun has a hay in it, meaning the adjective also has a hay. So that's adjectives, describing words. That's how we put them together with the nouns in Hebrew. Well done, you've survived. And I think it's time for a cool break. And after you've recuperated, we'll have a look at lesson 2. And we'll look at numbers, masculine and feminine, cardinal numbers, ordinals, that's numbers like first, second, third, etc. And we'll look at days of the week and months and numeric values of letters.